Hello, Michael. Thank you for this opportunity to talk to you about my story. I'll get right to it. My folks are in their 80s, 87 and 86. My mother died in April, and she died of a massive stroke. We took her to the hospital and called the ambulance and took her to the hospital. And while she was there for 2 days, we administered only palliative care. She had a very massive stroke, and there was no hope of her getting any better. She had an advance directive, and that was taken care of, and we helped her pass. The nursing staff at the hospital was wonderful. In fact, the care we got at the hospital was wonderful. We began our grieving process. And just yesterday, we got a bill, and the bill was for $14,471 for 2 days in the hospital with nothing but palliative care. We were a little shocked. I've never seen a bill that large. That did not include the emergency vehicle to take her there. Nothing. It did not include the doctor's fees. That was the hospital's charge, and it had already been paid by Medicare. We were beyond ourselves, and our mother was one of a very political, vocal woman who never let anything go unchallenged. So although our part of the bill was only $700 and she has secondary insurance and that $700 wouldn't have broken us, we decided to question why this bill was so high. The bill that we got didn't itemize everything, but gave us a couple of charges we were concerned about. One was physical therapy for a woman who couldn't move, a woman who was incapable of moving even a finger, and a charge of $9,000 for pharmacy. $9,000. As far as any of us, and we were with her the whole time, can tell, we had about 5 shots of morphine interspersed with 5 other shots that they gave her of another type of pain medication. 10 shots. That would be about $900 a shot. Hard to believe, isn't it? So we called the hospital and we asked for an itemized bill from pharmacy showing what she had taken that was this much money. Guess what they told us? Nope, can't give it to you because we would need your mother's signature in order to release that information according to HIPAA. My mother's signature. My sister said, well, I'll take it to the cemetery, but I don't think we're going to have much luck. So we talked to the person, we talked to their supervisor, all of them very nice, all of them very conciliatory, all of them very apologetic, but nobody would send us any itemized bill. So on the Medicare statement, it said, if you suspect fraud, call. And my sister said to them, well, we'll have to call Medicare because I don't think this is correct. Well, you know what they came up with? They said, I'll tell you what, you take the $700 bill and you can just rip it up. You don't need to pay it. She said, that's not the point, because that never was the point with us. The point is, how are my children going to have Medicare? How is anybody going to have anything left by the time this gets done? So long story short, we called Medicare. You'll never guess what they told us. Yep, you're right. They needed my mother's signature too in order to release information. Michael, I have great health care. I'm fortunate. My son doesn't. He can't get a job with health care anymore. I was a part of a union, and so I fight every year for my health care. That's not the point. The point is something is so wrong with this whole system. And if we all want to survive and if we want to care for each other, everybody, I urge you, question your bills. Make sure you know why it's being paid. If you're on assistance, don't just accept. They pad it all the time. This needs to be fixed. And if this video gets to any of Michigan's elected officials, get off it. You guys have got to fix this thing. I expect you to. I implore you. And I will unemploy you as fast as I can if this is not fixed. Thanks, Michael, for this chance. Bye.